Right, okay, welcome to the Eagermans. Initially, I was going to record this video yesterday, but I couldn't because by the time I got back home from outside, I was completely smashed. I had quite a few pints. I went to see a friend of mine, okay, who is into political journalism, okay, and he has a podcast with over 10,000 followers, and we went to discuss business. We spoke about how he can come on to, the Eagermans once I start podcasting and interviewing other men about their lifestyle and how I can possibly go into his to sort of spread the Eagermans, really, and talk about my opinions and all that stuff. But overall, we had a businessy chat, pretty good conversation. And then at the end, we didn't even realize, and there was a match that started playing Champions League, Man City versus Real Madrid. So we thought, you know what, fuck it, let's just stick around until this match finishes. So halfway through, I was like, I'm not really getting the excitement I should be from this match. So you know what, I'm going to bet. So I betted 10 quid on Real Madrid, and fucking hell, what a game, eh? Bellingham came with the winning goal in the 91st and 92nd minute, and I cashed out 28.75 in total. So nothing much, but it paid for the beers, that's the main thing. And I couldn't record this video yesterday, so I thought, fuck it, we'll record today. But anyway, today's topic of discussion is very interesting, okay? I want to talk about why 20-year-old men are essentially competing with 30-year-old men in the game of dating, okay, when it comes to winning women, okay? And look, I don't have any stats to prove what I'm saying, okay? I don't have any analytics or any figures or anything like that. It's simply a hypothesis that I have, okay? And I'm going to explain to you guys why I feel that way, okay? Because sometimes as young men, we can feel like, dating is really hard. It's as if there's just no women left, no attractive, beautiful women left. And the truth is there are plenty of them, but they're with the guys who are at least, 8 to 10 years older than us. And guys who have more experience, who have more money, who are financially stable and have confidence and they know how to play the game. Picture this, okay? You're a 20-year-old man, okay? You're either in college or university trying to get a degree, or you have an entry-level job. You're not that competent yet, okay? You've got nothing in your savings. Your confidence, let's be honest, is still developing, okay? You won't be the most confident person in the room because it's not backed up by any achievements. And overall, you've got no status, right? You're right at the bottom of the game. And then take a 30-year-old man who has been playing the game since he was in his 20s. He understands the game well, and he's got a good job. He drives a nice car. He's got a roof over his head. He is financially somewhat stable. He is confident. He has a great personality, knows how to talk to women, knows how to maintain an attractive presence around them. Now think from a 22, 23, 24-year-old woman's shoes. Who is she going to go after? The 20-year-old guy who's still figuring his life out, who is clueless, or the 30-year-old man who has been working on himself all throughout his 20s and now has built something out of him. And this is precisely why I think that us 20-year-old men are competing with 30-year-old men out there for the same woman. And on top of that, social media, the impacts of social media have been significant as well in the dating economy, because what social media has done is increase accessibility, right? So nowadays, you can be a dude living in Scotland somewhere or up north in England and chat to a girl who's in London, right? Hop on the train, meet her, bang, you're dating, right? How? Because you were good at documenting your lifestyle on social media and you slid in her DMs and she found you attractive. That's what social media is doing. And, another thing is there's a lot of people out there that are flashing, their car and their watch and whatever, and it's not real, but women do tend to fall for that most of the times. The point I'm trying to make is apps like Instagram, Bumble, TikTok, they've all improved accessibility. So and what they've done is they've shaped the dating sort of space in a way that the top 10% of men end up getting all the women. And this is why all the other guys, especially the younger ones, feel like there's no attractive women left. And I understand the struggles of 20-year-old men when it comes to this matter. It can be quite frustrating. You want some experience with women. You want to know what it feels like to get into a relationship, but you can't because they've all been taken. And then you're left with the, hate to say it, but the not so attractive ones. And look, the main thing here is to look at this the way it is rather than the way you want it to be, and sort of play along with the game. Like, don't let it make you bitter, and don't let it make you complain and especially hate women or call them things like, oh, she's a gold digger for going with him. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, right? The beauty of being a woman is, one of the gifts you have as a woman is you can be picky, right? You can be picky with who you choose to date. And if a woman picks someone who is more financially stable than you, then that's your fault, not hers. She has every right to pick someone who's in a much better position, financially, socially, economically, in every possible way. But the question is, what's the solution as a young man, right? What are you going to do about this problem? And the answer is actually quite simple. You have to consistently focus on leveling up as a man and be in the game for the long run. Forget about the short term, right? Your 20s are your time to build your life, to attack, and put the right fucking puzzles in place. Things like hitting the gym on a consistent basis, right? Because let's be honest, women do prefer guys who are physically fit over those who aren't, right? If a woman had to pick between a dad bod and a muscular guy, and I'm not talking about being huge like fucking Hulk or something, but moderately muscular, to a level of muscularity that indicates that you're fit and you've got discipline, you've got mental strength to hit the gym even on the days when you don't feel like going. Build your physique, build yourself up financially, save up money, try to start a business, attain financial freedom. Why? Because, well, is money going to give you happiness? That's an age-old question, and I don't know, right? But what it's going to do is it's going to give you a shit ton of options, and it gives you this element of freedom of movement. And who knows, perhaps from that comes a shit ton of happiness, So focus on attaining financial freedom, and focus on developing your character as a man. Like, develop good personality, because you can have as much money as you like, but it can't fix a weak personality, So focus on becoming charismatic. And I firmly believe that your charisma comes from your competency. So the more competent you are as a man, the more charismatic you tend to be, and the more it's a combination of competence and warmth, right? Warmth in your personality, in your demeanor, in your approach. These two combined makes you charismatic. So that's really the solution we have as young guys. We can't let this problem turn us bitter and make us complain. We have to sort of stay in the game for the long term and continuously focus on leveling up, right? Our 20s are for us to build, right? Be selfish with your time, as selfish as you can, and just focus on yourself and be patient, because the beautiful thing about patience when you are working on yourself day in, day out, is that the tables turn later down the line, right? So for example, a 30-year-old man who messed around in his 20s, what happens to him when he is in his 30s? Well, nothing much. He's finished. He's fucked, right? Whereas a 20-year-old man who understands the game and who works on himself day in, day out, what happens to him in his 30s? Well, he's the rich, well-dressed 30-year-old businessman, who is getting all the women, who is winning, who is competent, who has charisma, who has all the wealth and all the social status and all the good things in life, and you wanna strive to be like fucking, what's that character? Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey, right? That movie, right? And that movie is a little unrealistic, but you get the idea. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about, right? You can be that guy, as opposed to being a 30-year-old out of shape, bartender who still acts like he's 18. Yeah, I'm going to keep this video very short and straight to the point. As a young man, the dating market is quite competitive because you've got 30-year-old men who have played the game really well, who are now attracting all the younger beautiful women, and you as a young guy cannot let that turn you bitter and make you complain about things. If anything, it should just motivate you to work on yourself, right? Just like the way I'm working on myself here by building the Eagermans, by building my physique and doing these little things here and there to build my character and my personality. So that's that. To end this video, keep on focusing on yourself. And I have to admit, I'm really excited for the future of this channel and this brand, because I'm making some huge changes. I just not long ago bought a gimbal for 259 pounds, 60 pounds, 260 pounds, 60 pounds, which I will be using to create high quality cinematic, gym content with my personal trainer Leon, with my friend, and overall start documenting my fitness journey properly now here on this channel. I'm also going to be putting a lot of emphasis on documenting, not really documenting, but podcasting and interviewing, other men and about their lifestyle and what it is they're doing to essentially improve themselves, in their daily life, to enhance their performance and to discuss their lifestyle in general. So stay tuned for all the amazing content that's going to be coming out in this channel in the next few months, not even months, weeks. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.